Hi, and I want here again. It's my second broadcast, and I'm going to be a little subdued now because I'm talking about a subject that I just can't understand. So I know I'm going to get some emails, and that's what I want. I want some feedback on what is what, why is why, who is who, and when is when. And my broadcast title, Put Me In, Coach, I Already Paid. And this focuses on club basketball, which I am a part of, have been a part of for a long, long time, and situations that in my 30-year career dealing with people who pay to play. And pay to play is different than high school, recreation basketball, and all those things. Play to pay is when you play an organization outside of those programs where you pay a weekly, monthly, yearly fee to either play in games, to get college exposure, to do all those things. You're paying to play. As opposed to high school, when public schools, private schools, you go to those schools and you're paying for school, or you're going to a public school and the school is being paid for you. But those teams you're not necessarily paying for the team. There may be costs associated with those teams, but you basically, everyone has an opportunity and the best kids play. Well, also in club basketball, normally the best kids play. And some of the best kids, as we know, they don't pay, but they play. But there's a lot of other kids out there who pay, but they don't play. And that's where I have the problem. Hear me now, hear me now. So, coaches, it's about the coaches, the parents, the system, what are the solutions, and you poor player. Let's be real. Now, some kids are playing and paying, but they're sitting on the bench at club basketball games. There's no organization in club. Everybody has their own thing going. You can be at tournaments. They're not connected. It's like the Wild Wild West out here. Everybody can put on an event. Everybody can bring teams in. And the only one constant is everybody's getting paid except for maybe the players. Some players, not only are they not getting their money's worth, they're regressing. They're paying to hurt their chances. Now, club coaches. Coaches will tell you anything. But any coach that tells you that you're better off sitting on the bench because you got a couple studs on the team and you got a great team. Anybody that goes to summer to play for the team and pays for the team, they need to have their head examined. So when a coach tells you, hey, yeah, you're going to be on our B team, our C team, or maybe our number 5 team, or maybe the number 4 team, and you're looking for exposure, all you're doing is getting exposed. Nobody's recruiting on no one's number 14. I don't care if it's the Sparks number 14. And then if you're playing on the number 1 team, but you're playing 4 minutes, 6 minutes, 8 minutes a game, help me out with that. How are you getting better? If I'm a college coach and I'm sitting up in the stands, and unless there's 10 Division I players on that roster, I'm not looking at the number 8, 9, and 10 person that never gets in. They've already told me they can't play at that level. Because if they could, they would be playing on a team where they're going to barely ever come off the court. Now, like I said, coaches are good. There's some good guys out here. I mean, they can talk up a storm. Well, she playing behind her hair. Yeah, she going to get a run. She going to get a run. Yeah, she good. She ain't quite ready. I want to work with her a little bit. Well, while you working with her a little bit, don't make her pay. But while she paying, you need to play her. You need to have 8 people on the team. If you have 10, get them in there. Don't have nobody on the team that can't play at that level, but they're paying. Help me now. Help me. I need some feedback. So here's what I'm saying. If the coach has convinced you that you're playing on an elite, semi-elite level travel team, but now the coach has an organization has had you pay. Obviously, these events cost money. There's pay behind it. But the events should be to get you on the court. I mean, yeah, I like to practice against good people, but more than that, I like to play against the best. If you're going to be the best, you have to compete. Now, let's say, okay, well, I'm not quite All-America, but I'm good. Then you need to play against the All-America. Find a club team that you're going to stay on the court, or you're wasting your money. Parents, we know you like to say, my kid is on number one. They're playing here, they're doing this, yeah, this. Come on. Stop throwing your money away. Because there's enough teams. I go to these tournaments, and these teams roll in, and I see players who I think are pretty good. And I'm like, dang, if she was on my team, she'd be playing against those guys. Look at my squad. I got 7, 8 max. How you going to go play an hour and 10-minute game? Some of them 14-minute running clock, stop clock. Some of them 20-minute halves. I mean, how are you going to play 12 or 13 people? You're not. They're throwing their money away. Put me in, coach. I already paid. Please, coach, put me in. I want to play too. So if you're on the bench and your coach isn't playing you, and they're giving you some crazy excuse that, hey, well, we're playing these guys, well, tell those guys to pay my way. But as long as I'm paying, I'm playing. Now, there's going to be these people say, oh, well, it's not pay to play. Oh, that don't mean that, oh, I'm going to play the best kids. Oh yeah, he going to play. Yeah, but right now, he's better. Okay. Well, how do you take the money, bring him in the gym, and then don't play him? Based on winning? Well, you ought to tell them when they pay that money that it's about winning, and I'm going to play the best kids. If that's the best 5, that's the best 6. See, I never worried about winning when I coached club. I don't know what I won. I think I probably lost more than I won because I didn't matter. I'm paying I'm playing who has paid. Because, come on, be real. This is a job. It's a second job, first job for some. So when I work, I mean, when I go to McDonald's and I buy my Big Mac, I basically get all the Big Mac. When I go buy my Big Gulp, I might share it sometimes, but basically I'm gonna drink the whole Big Gulp. I'm not gonna go buy my Big Mac, pay for it, and have you eat half of it, and I get stuck with the pickles. I paid, now I want to eat it. That's basketball too to me. Now remember, we're talking club. Club should be practicing, getting better, getting ready for your high school or the team that's most important to you. But if you're getting ready through high school for club season, and then you go to club season and you pay and you don't play, I want you to tell me how that works. Put me in, coach. I already paid. So coaches, parents, now we talk about the system. Check this system out. Really? Okay. So all the other people are playing in this system where every other week or so, teams go pay $400 or so, and they get to play 3-4 games. Okay. You're getting better, I guess. If you're not practicing with your team and working on some skill development stuff, and you're showing up at these weekends paying money to play in these games, the exposure time is limited. If we're talking coaches, because coaches can't come and see you that much. There's specific times within a year when coaches can come see you play. So when you're traveling around with your club team, if you're not playing and getting significant playing time, but you're paying, then the system is messing you up. You see? The system is messing you up because the system should be built for you to get better. Now I know you're getting better. I mean, I can't remember in my career sitting on the bench watching some very good players and feel, I watch TV, I watch LeBron, but I watched LeBron for an hour or so, watch Kobe, used to watch Magic. I didn't get up from the couch and say, okay, I'm a better player. I didn't get no better. I just had fun watching them. That's the same thing. Well, if you're watching the quote, good players on your team play and you're sitting on the bench, you're wasting your time and you're wasting your money. The system to work for you, you need to find a team, a good team, where you're the best kid or one of the best or the top 5, top 6. If you're playing on a team where your coach plays 7 and you're 8, 9, or 10, you need to rise up from that team. Get a system that benefits you. See, you should be selfish, not silly. It's silly to pay and don't play. Be selfish. Say, here, coach, here's my monthly. Let's play ball. Put me in, coach. I already paid. What are the solutions? I just gave you some. Find a team where you're going to play, where you're going to get better, that practices what they preach, that there's a skill development component involved in their program, that you practice in the gym. And that's your homework. That gym time is your homework. These games got to be quizzes. So you go in the gym. But when you go for the quiz, do you only get 10 questions out of 100? You're going to fail. Same thing in basketball. If you go to take the test or the quiz, which is the game, and you don't play, how are you going to pass? Please, put me in, coach. I already paid. Player. I want to talk to you, player. Huddle up. Let's take a timeout. Don't let a coach, I don't care how good somebody says they are, tell you that it's in your best interest to sit on anybody's bench. You got to have a park-like mentality. Put your name, first 5, second 5, I got next. You do whatever it takes to get in the game. Now, if you're not good enough to play on that team, you need to get a new team. Maybe a team not as great, but great enough for you to get on the court. Somebody, please, explain to me why you would pay and not play. Coaches, parents, the system, the solutions, and you player, come on now. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it real. 100%. There's a lot of people making money. I coached a lot of people. A lot of them paid me. And a lot of them went on to go big time. They don't owe me nothing because when they played for me, they paid me. I gave them a service they paid. But they played. I ain't sent nobody on the bench all summer. And neither should your coach. So do me a favor and do it in a nice way. When you see your coach, go up to him the next time if you're one of these kids we're talking about. And all I want you to say is, Coach, how you doing? Hey, Coach, how about putting me in? I already paid. You guys have a great night. This is Coach Wynn.